Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Happy Easter to everybody out there, and I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. So, chances are, if you're like me, you don't like spending time and money sitting at an auto shop waiting for your car to be serviced if you have an older vehicle. So, you spend time learning how to do maintenance, or you're on YouTube or any other platform trying to learn basic maintenance for your vehicle. I have a 2003 Chevy Silverado, and we're going to hop into an oil change. But before we do that, I'm going to go over a few things that you're going to need before you do the oil changes on your vehicle. Remember to always check your specifications for your type of vehicle. So, get yourself a rail of sockets, the 03 Silverado to 06. Mostly call for a 15 millimeter socket, and get yourself a ratchet. If you don't want to buy a rail of sockets or ratchet, you can go ahead and get yourself a rail of wrenches as well. Now, this is specific for the 4.3 liter engines. That is in my truck. So make sure, again, check the specifications and check your engine. Always open the hood. Make sure you know what vehicle and engine you have. Now, I went ahead to Walmart yesterday. I picked myself up a few things that I normally do with oil changes. Number one, get yourself, if you have a higher mileage car, get yourself one of these. It's the Lucas. It's an additive. It's more of a thicker, thicker oil stabilizer. It helps with cold starts. It stays in the cylinders a little bit better. So grab yourself one of these. Every couple oil changes, make sure you put this in. You don't have to put it in every oil change. Number two, I go with Castrol GTX high mileage 1030. I know that's not what my truck calls for, but again, it's a higher mileage truck, so this is what I use. You can use whatever brand you want to use. You don't have to go with Castrol. And I have AC Delco. The part number is PF47E. Again, this all is for the 4.3 liter engine, the V6. Everything from there goes up. They're obviously all V8s. I get the smallest motor. Now my truck calls for 4.5 quarts. This takes up 1 quart, so 3.5 quarts of the regular oil and one of these. Also, if you don't have any, grab yourself a set of funnels. This is like $4 from Walmart. It comes with a thick red funnel, a yellow funnel, and a blue skinny funnel. They're all for different applications. Some are for transmissions and for smaller ported oil filler necks. And then the bigger ones obviously are for the bigger ports. And you never have to buy other ones of these unless you crush them, whatever. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so here we are underneath the hood of my vehicle. If you don't know any information about your car, you can open the hood. There is a hood release inside down by your driver's side kick panel. It should have a little handle with a picture of a hood. And if you don't know any information, you come over to here, and this is all your information stuff you need. See right there, I have the 4.3 liter. And if you need any other information, you have your belt diagram. Well, I have a belt diagram. Chances are your car might not have that with the older vehicles. And I have AC stuff. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find your oil cap. It kind of looks something like this. There's all different brands of oil caps out there. So always check and see where your oil cap is. My oil fill is right there. And I also like to take the dipstick out as well, just in case there's any blockages. Always take your oil cap off. That way, again, same thing with what I said with the bike last oil change or last week's video. You don't want to create some sort of a vacuum where it causes your oil to drain out slowly. So we're going to crawl underneath the car and get the oil draining. All right, back again. Now, like I was saying, if you have a stock vehicle, chances are you have very limited room underneath the truck or vehicle. So you need to lift it up. Use yourself a jack that's rated for your vehicle, and make sure you put jack stands underneath of it. Make sure that it doesn't fall on you while you're underneath of it. While I'm under here, y'all can see that I'm not using a normal drain pan. I'm using a tin pan that I got from Walmart, I believe. And I use it for all my oil changes. Mainly because it holds up to the amount of oil that has been burnt inside the vehicle. So it does hold, I guess, 5 quarts or 5 quarts for you people out there who are wondering. Now again, these are all quick services you can do to maintain the life of your vehicle. Oil changes, tire rotations. You can always make sure you check your air filters, your cabin air filters, if your vehicle is equipped. There's tons of stuff to make sure you maintain the life of your vehicle. Now, while that's draining, the oil filter is right there, that most people can't see. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, so I might have to jack up the car just a tiny bit more, just to be able to get more room. So hold on, people. That's the sound of danger. See, my drain plug's out, and actually right above it, right up there, that blue filter, that's the oil filter. So I'm gonna see if I can get it out real quick from where I'm at. My jack stands in the way, and it's probably gonna be a little hot since I just drove the truck. Ooh. So remember, when you're putting an oil filter on and you're taking an oil filter off, you do not have to overkill. There are people out there that like to over tighten the filters. There are torque specs to them if you want to torque your filter, but make sure you put it on snug. And most manufacturers, they do say about a quarter turn from snug. And another thing, why my oil is draining from the filter, why I have you here. If you are not subscribed to my channel and you would like to see my videos, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead, hit that bell icon to get notified when I make videos. Like this video and any other videos that you enjoy. Comment in the comment section below. And if you think you and your friends would enjoy seeing my videos, go ahead and share this with your friends. I appreciate everybody that comes to my channel, and hopefully we get myself to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. And I'm sure everybody can see how dirty the underside of my engine is. That's because I have a leak and I have not figured out where it's coming from. I have replaced the rear main seal on the engine, and I think I replaced the oil pan gasket as well. But if I ever decide to do an overhaul on this engine, I might just pull this engine out and put another 4.3 engine in. Ugh. And make it a mess. And again, make sure when you take your oil filter off, you check and make sure that the gasket is still on there. As you can see, the gasket has stayed on there. And that's a-okay. Grab yourself, you can either dunk it in or you can put it on your finger. Make sure you get a little bit of oil on there. Just like my bike oil change video, you can fill your oil filter up if it is up and down. If it's like off to the side, chances are the oil will spill out of it. You could probably add like a quart, well, not a half a quart, probably like a quarter of a quart, because the filter portion of it should hold a little bit of oil. Now, you can change your oil drain plug every couple oil changes. If you don't have the rubber seals in there, make sure you get the rubber seals. If you have an aluminum gasket, I would highly recommend changing that gasket every single time. I know when I used to work for Jiffy Lube and a couple different other places, we would always make sure we changed the gaskets because they used to get crushed. And there is a bee. Get the fuck out of here, bee. Sorry, I don't like bees. Not a huge fan. Get out of here. Not a huge fan of any of those types of bees. When you're putting the drain plug in, again, make sure it's snug. Give it a little wipey wipe.
Hey, hey.
And there's your oil change. We're gonna go ahead and add some oil. We're gonna go to the front of the car. Give me just a quick second. Okay, so I'm sure everybody's tired of seeing my face and hearing my voice, so we're just gonna go ahead and pour the oil in. I got my high mileage oil stabilizer going in. And we got the oil. There's a gauge on the side. It's got 5 in it. So we're going 3.5. So when it gets down to 2.5 down there, wherever it is right there, then I know that's how much oil is good. Oil cap back on real quick. Make sure no oil sprays out of the oil cap or the oil filler. We're going to start the engine to prime the filter, and then we're going to go ahead and check the level. Give it a second to make sure that all the oil that you just put in goes through the engine. Then you're going to give it another second to make sure the oil drains back down into the oil pan. Now, while you're under the hood of your vehicle, you should also take advantage of the time to just check a few things. Always check the belt, check your air filter if you have the correct tools, and just make sure all your fluid levels are good. Get in the habit of doing that every single time you do an oil change. Everything should stay good for you. Now, if you can see, it's not going to focus because it's right at the bottom of the cross hatches. Let's see if you guys can see it real quick. So, come on, camera, focus. It's not gonna focus. So right here, there's little X's or cross marks, and that's where you want your oil to be. We're gonna dip it one more time and check it. Looks like it's coming up. So just a tiny bit more and we should be good. Now, I know I said this earlier in the video, but I appreciate everybody that comes to my channel and watches my videos. I know this video is going to be a little bit longer, but thank you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Till next time, deuces.